is a person. The only God you will accept is what you understand to be a lovely person. If you're being served up something else, refuse it. You are to love your God with all your heart, soul, mind and strength. The world and religion may not approve of your view of God. What's that got to do with it? It's a personal relationship between you and him or her. In fact, it might even be it. But by devotion to such heart, soul, mind and strength, you will quickly find the truth. And you will quickly adjust accordingly. It's not a problem with your God. But if you attempt in your heart to worship someone else's God, you will be alienated. For their God will not personify what your values are. And how can you love something that's not your values? It's a contradiction and an absurdity. You are not here to conform. You are a person, an individual. You have the sovereignty of God in your being, in your spiritually genetic makeup, whatever that might be. But you know what I mean? It's who you are. So we value the hero, the one with courage, faithful and true to what they at heart value. And they quickly gain enlightenment because they find the consequence of that. And if they're forced by some sort of brainwashing or psychological imposition to worship something else, they never find out the truth of what they value. And so they will always long for it and always long to be here in this universe where they have some opportunity, if only they take it, of tasting and seeing what their view of God, their God, what they value, the personification of what they value, which they might not refer to as God, of course. They might refer to as pure reason or divine something or other or whatever. But if they devote themselves to the personification of their own values, they will quickly come to the truth. I'm not saying it is the truth. It's an uncertain world. You can't be certain. Well, it doesn't look like it anyway. So, practice being true to yourself. Worship your God with all your heart, soul, mind and strength. If you want a shortcut, you might, in your imagination, flirt with the idea of God being a wonderful parent. Jesus' view is a wonderful dad. Well, you could try that for a little while. Taste and see. If it fits, you won't need anyone else's advice, will you? If it doesn't, fine, you'll revert to, hopefully, what you at heart truly feel and believe and trust. See how you get on. See where it leads you. Our hope is that it will lead you in the right direction. Our pessimism is that it will not. Which are you? You may simply borrow someone else's view of God, perhaps your local religion. It could be Christianity, or it could be, I don't know, Mithraism, or perhaps it's philosopher, pure reason. Well, that's make-believe, but still, pure reason. It's all make-believe. There's nothing unusual about that. It doesn't matter. You will find by experience that what fits and what doesn't. And if it doesn't fit, you will adjust, fast, or continue to suffer. And in the end, you'll get sick of suffering. Hopefully you get sick of suffering in the beginning and adjust quickly. You will come to realize, I think, this is my experience anyway, that freedom is something within, not externally at all. Freedom in the world is a complete myth. You cannot both have and not have something at the same time. But within you can flirt with every possibility. It's just that most of the possibilities that present are found to be impossibly unpleasant. And so you gradually whittle it down to the reality, I suppose. Your true spiritual need. You find out what it is. Perhaps it takes a lifetime, short or long. Perhaps it takes 1,000,000 incarnations, as the Hindu, or rather the Eastern view generally is. Well, in fact, I think it's the view of most other religions. But whatever, it's irrelevant. What matters is that you love your God with all your heart, soul, mind and strength, that you find out fast and adjust fast. This universe that we're in is not heaven. It's an amazing mix of good and evil. It doesn't take much logic to sort of reason that it would be much nicer if one could, if heaven exists, get there much faster. So, does that mean we go and jump off the bridge? No, because you're not clear at all that will get you to heaven. That might just get you to oblivion, or even, I don't know, some people even think some sort of punishment for being wicked enough to not value life. Yeah, whatever. It's irrelevant. You're not going to do it because you've got a built-in safety concept of self and preservation of your own life, well, virtually above all. And that's not a curse, as the Buddhist might see it, or the Hindu, or even the Christian. Selfishness is not a curse. The only fault with selfishness is it's not big enough. It should include other selves, like your kids, your sweetheart, your parents, your friends, the man in need, all life. Bless you. I'm come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. That's the Jesus story. It's not the bit they know. They all know the bit about this ghastly picture of a man being crucified. Or this adorable Christmas children's picture of the baby in a manger. I tell you, it's rubbish compared to the essence of the story, which is, I am come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. And what will I, until this baptism with which I am baptized with be accomplished? Heavenly Father, I have given them your name, Dad, Abba, and they have believed that thou hast sent me. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. I'm out of here. Thank you, Dad.